In the last lesson, I left you with these four sums to do by yourselves. Now, the first two I have done out here, and you can pause the video and have a look and see if you got the answers, or if you didn't, where you might have went wrong. I decided to just write out these because they are simpler, because you can see the lowest common multiplier is found by just multiplying these two numbers at the bottom here. Now, these two questions, question 3 and 4, are a little bit different, okay? Because the lowest common multiplier is not found by multiplying the two numbers together. If I multiply 3 by 6, I get 18, but 18 is not the lowest common multiplier of these two. 6 would be, because 6 goes into 6 once and 3 goes into 6 twice. And 6 is obviously a lower number than 18. So what we do now is we have to think of this sum slightly differently, okay? Here you can kind of be a bit lazy, and you can use like the crisscross method, where we found the lowest common multiplier by multiplying these two terms, and then we just said, oh, this is going to be multiplied by this, and then this is going to be multiplied by this, but that won't work here, okay? And I'll show you why. Let's do a long line and put the lowest common multiplier underneath like we've been doing. Now, 3x minus 4 over 6, okay? For this 6 to become this 6, it has to be multiplied by 1, because if we multiply something by 1, it stays the same. So if this 6 is staying this 6, we are multiplying by 1 essentially. So we'll also multiply the top by 1. Okay, see how we didn't do the crisscross method here. 3 wasn't being multiplied by here, wasn't being multiplied by this. That would give you the incorrect answer. But 6, for 6 to stay a 6, we multiply by 1. So if we multiply the bottom by 1, 6 by 1 is 6. And then we multiply the top by 1, well, if we multiply this by 1, we end up with the same answer. Now, the minus comes from here. For this 3 to become a 6, it has to be multiplied by 2. So we have to multiply the top expression by 2. And that's plus 1. Okay, now let's multiply these out. Well, that stays the same because it's multiplied by 1. So it's 3x minus 4. And then minus 2 multiplied by 2x is minus 4x. And minus 2 multiplied by plus 1 is minus 2. And that's over 6. So our answer is 3x minus 4x. Well, that would be minus x. And then minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6. And that is over 6. So that's our answer. Okay, if you want to have a go, if you haven't had a go, or you got question 4 wrong, and now you can see how it'll be done differently, you can have a go now. Pause the video. If you want a hint, and you want me to do the LCM, here's the LCM for you. It's 12. You could pause the video now and have a go yourself if you wanted. Or I'll do out the sum now. So 12. So for this 6 to become a 12, it had to be multiplied by 2. So that means we have to multiply the top by 2. Minus comes from here. And this 4 to become a 12, it has to be multiplied by 3. So the top must also be multiplied by 3. So 2 by 3x is 6x. And you can pause it now if you want to sort of finish it off. It's better to challenge yourself. Minus 3 multiplied by x is minus 3x, and minus 3 multiplied by minus 2 is plus 6 over 12. 6x minus 3x is 3x, and then minus 4 plus 6 is plus 2, and that's over 12. So our answer is 3x plus 2 over 12. We are going to be doing some more fraction questions now, but they're a little bit different. And they're different because you can see at the bottom here, it's not just a number like it was before. You can see it's an expression, x plus 3 and x minus 4. So the lowest common multiplier of these two is these two multiplied together, okay? So I can just write x plus 3 in brackets, and then in brackets beside it, x minus 4. That is the lowest common multiplier of these two. because we just multiply them together. So then what I do is I draw a long line, and underneath it I put x plus 3 and x minus 4. And I just leave it like that. Now, just like before, we're using kind of a crisscross method. So it's x minus 4. This is going to be multiplied by the 5. So x minus 4 multiplied by 5. And then we have minus 2 multiplied by x plus 3. Okay, so we'll multiply this out. So the 5 is going to be multiplied by the x, and the 5 is going to be multiplied by the minus 4, minus 2 is multiplied by x, and minus 2 by plus 3. So that would be 5x minus 20 minus 2x minus 6. And that is over x plus 3 bracket bracket x minus 4 bracket. And then we just tidy this up. 5x minus 2x is 3x. Minus 20 minus 6 is minus 26. And then we put that over again, x plus 3, x minus 4. And that's it, that's our answer. So now, having done this one here, using the same method, I want you to do the one on the right hand side. So pause the video now and have a go. Okay, hopefully you've had a go, and we're going to first write down our lowest common multiplier, which is the two bottom terms multiplied by each other. So x plus 3 multiplied by x, and we can just leave it like that. And now I'll draw this out here, and it's x plus 3 brackets and multiplied by x, and that's our lowest common multiplier on the bottom. Now this 1 needs to be multiplied by this x, so it's 1 multiplied by x, and this 1 here needs to be multiplied by this x plus 3. And the great thing about multiplying by 1 is it stays the same. So x multiplied by 1 is just x, and then both of these terms being multiplied by 1 will just give us plus x plus 3 over x plus 3x. And then we write it again, x plus x is 2x plus 3 over x plus 3 by x. And that's our answer. Okay, so what I want you to do now is I want you to try and do these questions here. Okay, 4 questions. Pause the video, have a go, and we'll go through them tomorrow. And once you've had a go at them, send me a picture so that I can see how you're getting on. That's everything. All right, good luck, bye.